Hello, my name is Lanny Quill. Today I'd like to tell you about how to go online and access the online bookstore for the Horry Georgetown Technical College website. Now, you used to have to go into the bookstore every time to purchase your books or find out what books you needed for your class. That's still the case for a lot of students. But with the new technology that's been installed, it makes it a lot easier to go online and just type in your classes and it'll find the books and the materials you need for it. So it'll help save a little bit of time and help things go a little bit smoother. So today we're going to show you the steps for getting online to the bookstore and accessing your books. So first we have to start off by opening the internet browser. Now you can use any internet browser you choose to use. You can use Internet Explorer, you can use Google Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. It doesn't really matter, you just have to make sure that the capabilities match up with the HGTC home site. So for today, for my purposes, I'm going to use Google Chrome. So we're going to start by opening Google Chrome. And once we're inside Google Chrome, we're going to go to the HGTC website. And the address for that is www.hgtc.edu. And you will see, once we go to that site, it'll take us to the home page for HGTC. And you have a lot of options on this page. But the ones we're going to be concerned about is for the online bookstore today. So your first step is to go over to the right-hand side of your screen to the quick links section. Now, once you get here, you'll notice that a drop-down box appears. The fourth selection down on the drop box is the one for the bookstore. And this one will take you to the home page for the bookstore. So we're going to click on that. And you see it's brought us to the home page for the bookstore. Now on this page, it details the savings and different products and stuff that they offer at the bookstore and different ways that you can order them online and sales and stuff that they have going on at this time. So it has a lot of good features on this page if you want to browse through it before you go to actually make your textbook purposes. But for this directions, what we're going to do are we're going to start looking for a textbook, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about finding and renting a textbook online. So we're going to go to the first section, which is textbook, and it's going to bring up a drop down box, and the first option is find textbooks. So we're going to click on that. All right, once we get to the find textbook stage, you'll see we have a series of boxes here. Each box is a box that you can enter your class information into, and the system will automatically generate the books that you need for that class. So what we're going to start with, just to use for an example, I'm going to enter for technical communications. See, you put what term your class is in, then you come over here to the department. You go down to the department that your specific class is in. For my technical communications class, it's in the English department. So I select ENG. Then you come over to your course numbers, and the number for that course is ENG 160, and the section for it is 101. And as you see, it actually is pretty easy. Once you kind of start getting the information in there, the boxes kind of limit it down more and more for you, so you don't have to think as much. You know, you just kind of got to know the basic gist of what the main part of your class is, like, you know, the name, designator, and everything. Once you get that in there, the system will kind of help you narrow it down for you to get everything together. So we've got ours in there for our class, and now we go down to find materials for the course. All right. I've clicked on find materials, just waiting for it to pop up. Okay. Now, as you see, it's found the textbook for our technical communications class. It's got the exact one I need for the class. It's got the author. It's got the edition and everything. So if I needed to check to make sure this is the right one that my professor wanted, I can go back and check in my syllabus and make sure this is the proper one. But also over here, it gives you what format you want to get the book in. So you can click on that. You can get rent a used one, or rent a new one, buy a used one, or buy a new one. So it gives you a couple variety of different options and everything for you to handle your purchase. But for this project, what we're going to do, we're just going to put buy new for today. So I'm going to click on buy new, and you see it change the color of everything because now it's actually I requested this book, so now it's part of my shopping cart. So I'm going to click on add one item to the cart. Now what this does is it sends the book that I just designated that I might like to purchase to my online shopping cart. So when I get done looking for things, I can go back to my shopping cart and everything that I've looked at or decided that I might be interested in purchasing will be in my shopping cart. So let's just give this a second to load up. All right. And as you see, it says right here, your shopping cart. So these are the things that I have chosen so far. And this is our textbook. And over to the right, it gives you a brief order summary of what you have so far. Like if I was to add some more things, they'll pop up down here and go ahead and give me my estimated total. But what this also does, it adds in things don't forget. So this is helpful for a lot of freshmen and people that's just starting school. It adds in stuff that you might need for your classes. So just to kind of give an example, I'm going to add in some pencils and a calculator. Let's see, we're going to add a calculator now. All right, with me adding those two things, if you've noticed, now it's over in my shopping cart. We still have our textbook, and we also have the two accessories that we've added. And they also been added over in the order summary. So now we have everything's added in, and it has the total has changed. So you can go ahead and continue to look for things, or you can proceed to checkout if you feel that you have enough. So what we're going to do today is we're going to proceed to the checkout. So you'll come over right above or below the order summary and click on checkout. Now when you get to this point, you'd have to either sign in and have your account already set up for the online bookstore, or you can just continue as a guest and enter your payment information. See, we're going to go for the guest checkout. It's going to ask you to enter some information here for your guest checkout. I do not feel comfortable entering my information online, so we're going to use just alias names. I'll put John Doe. You have to enter your email address. And a phone number. Now all this can be avoided if you go ahead and set up an account and put your credit card information, all your payment information in. I chose not to do this online because what I discovered, it doesn't block out any of your information when you actually view it online. So I didn't feel comfortable with my credit card information and personal information being shown on the internet. So we're just going to use the guest method today. All right. Now once you get signed in, you'll come to this page. These are your shipping option pages. You have the option to either pick it up at the Conway campus or have it shipped to your address. So you can click here and put your address in so it can ship it to your house. But in this case, we're just going to pick the Conway campus and we go in there and pick it up from the bookstore. And the name of the person who's going to pick it up, that would be me, which in this case is John Doe. So I'm just going to put John Doe here. We're going to scroll down to continue. Now, at any time that you want to exit out of this and go back to make changes to what you have in your shopping cart, just click right here on the links that say back to shopping cart. This will exit you out of the payment process and it'll take you back to everything that you purchased so you can delete or add whatever you need to the cart. So we're going to click continue since we're going to pick it up from Conway campus. Now it asks you, how would you like to pay for your order? And it gives you 3 different methods that you could use. You can use a credit card, a gift card, or a PayPal account. Now, for this demonstration, I'm just going to click on the credit card part because we're not going to be able to go through it because this is a very thorough system. it actually matches your credit card number almost immediately when you put it in. So if you don't have the proper information in, then it's not gonna even let you go to the next page. And once again, as I'll show you here, once you go to typing in your numbers, there's nothing to block it. So I'm not going to enter my credit card information up here. We're just going to use this as an example. So it has our name on the card. We enter our credit card information here. I'm just going to enter some numbers to give you an example. Then we'll go down and put in the expiration dates and the security codes and all the other information for your calls and the billing address. Now, if you wanted to, you could add another way to pay. Like you could pay 50 off of one way and 50 off another. So if you want to pay 50 off of your debit card and 70 off of a gift card, you can also do that. You just have to add another and enter your correct information above it. Now, once you get to this point, you'd have to go to the checkout. By clicking continue, this would take you to the checkout. But since I haven't entered an actual credit card number, it's not going to take us in there. But it basically would just give you a summary, just like over here. It'll give you an order summary for you to confirm if there's any new purchases that have been added to your thing, or is this exactly what you want. And once you see everything is right, you just agree to the terms and you just click submit. And the book will be sent to your house or to the school as you designated you want it to be. But it's a very easy process. It's very, very easy. And only thing that kind of makes it a little bit difficult is the fact that you have to have your information spot on. If it's off by one letter or one word or anything, it will not go through. So make sure that when you're entering your credit card information or your PayPal information, make sure you have everything you need, because if any information is off by just a minute amount of it, it's not going to go through. And also, be very careful of where you're doing this at, because like I said earlier, there's no blocking out your credit card number. When you go to log back in, it shows everything. So this is basically the steps for you to go ahead and order your books online. Now, once you get there, you just have to either wait for it to come through the mail or go to Ori Georgetown Tech and pick it up from the bookstore. But it makes everything a lot easier. You don't have to go down to the school to search for your books and everything. And you can look up online and find out all the specifications of the books and see what you need to get done. So it's a very helpful system. And that concludes my screencast for today on how to order a book online. I thank you very much for your time and wish you the best of luck in the future.